Zinger. I work in the field of employee engagement and founder and host of the Employee Engagement Network, and I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. My favorite disruptive heroes are honeybees, and strange as it may seem, in the last 3 years of engaging honeybees, of looking at community, looking at how they connect, looking at the billions of dollars that they contribute to the economy, and how they function collectively are really my disruptive heroes. I really am learning from the power of the small, and it's not just the bees themselves, it's the people who have taught me about honeybees, an artist, a beekeeper, a philosopher. Those people have certainly contributed to my thinking. I think plain and simple, our brains are too big, like as humans, and honeybees have the brain the size of a pin. And Thomas Seeley wrote a book called Honeybee Democracy and really demonstrated how they work collectively. Like the queen bee is not a royal bee. She's got a pretty thankless job, and they'll turf her if she doesn't perform, just as any bee gets turfed if they don't perform. So collectively, with just such small elements, they make phenomenal contributions to their own community. But then if you look globally, and I'm not talking honey is a wonderful substance, but pollination is billions of dollars around the globe. So those contributions and that ability to work collectively, and small being the new significant, is really, I think, quite disruptive, and yet also reflective of where we need to go in the workplace. They're able to work with community. They're able to work in a relatively leaderless way and make contributions. From the time a worker bee starts to they finish their career, they've cycled through all the jobs. They're willing to move to different jobs, whatever the hive requires or whatever the hive needs. They protect the hive from attack. They just really have a collective spirit that if I could get on the Employee Engagement Network, that would be awesome. Well, my favorite disruptive change is really aligned once again with the heroes, the honeybees, is our ability for community. I think authentic organizations are morphing into communities. They're able to draw upon the people within the workplace. Strategic plans aren't just done by the executive, but with social media tools and other factors, you can involve the rank and file. Just one small example. My field, employee engagement, I think it's atrocious that we give people so many surveys and we never go to the people who we give the survey to and ask them, what questions should we ask on a survey? I think we need to swim upstream and say, hey, you're smart enough to figure out the kind of questions we need to ask you about your connection to our work, to relationships, to the organization, and to the customers. And the tools are in place. We're moving there millimeter by millimeter, but it's coming. The change I'm still struggling with is kind of a classic. I've taught at university for 25 years, and I think sometimes we teach what we most need to learn. And as much as I love honeybee community, connection, social elements of work, I still struggle with some of that. Sometimes I act a bit more as a renegade off on my own. I don't embrace the collective and community to the point that I could, and other elements with that. So it's an ongoing appreciation and a struggle at the same time.